coil, watch out, big nine, yeah. You will love that lifestyle.
Pick up yourself, I don't know legendary, what and about ripping.
Put up an answer, not joking. Don't be shy. Let's put up an answer. Give me some money now, turn it up. No hustle, but no hustle. Give thanks to life, I'm so best. Even though I'm so stressed. That's it. So best. Destined for greatness. No one will never expect my success. Leave us so prepared to flip the step. Run back the tears so they do not sweat. One chance, one chance. To make it right.
Double murder in Stony Hill. Legendary music artist involved. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most, boy. We start out 2020 on a rough one. Let me tell you, 2019 was hectic. 2020 start out rougher. And remember, in 2018, at the end of 2018, I said we were going to outdo 2019 in numbers. Go and go check the numbers. You will see that we did outdo 2018 in numbers when the numbers came in 2019. 2019, we outdid 2018 in numbers. 2020 start off frig up, and it looked like we're going to outdo 2019 in 2020 because the thing just won't stop. A beer doubles and triples and doubles. It's like it's a game them a play. It's like it's a game them a play. Them no want singles no more, you know, a doubles and triples now. Madness. Anyhow, this morning I woke up to a email that says, or should I say a she-mail, because I don't want it, no she-mail around here. This morning I woke up to an email that was sent to me, and it says, innocent killed in double murder in Stony Hill. I won't reveal the person who sent it to me, but I will read it to you like this. It says, big up SouFlo. I would like to shed some light on a double homicide that took place last Thursday in Stony Hill, Jamaica. Upcoming artist, legendary music was his name, and he was one of the persons that was killed, along with one of his friends. They were both stabbed to death on Thursday, and their body was found Sunday after their bodies started to decompose. Alright, I was saying to myself, let me go look this up real quick. So I look for Star, Gleaner, Loop, Observer, all these things, and I came up with 2 men were stabbed to death at a house in Pier Hill, district of Stony Hill, St. Andrew. The identities of the men had not yet been released by police. Loop News understands that the men were at a premises when attackers invaded and inflicted several stab wounds to both individuals, each respectively. One man was found by police investigators in his own blood in the living room, and the other one was found in the kitchen of the house. While the men have not yet been identified, the police theorizes that they recently had moved into the area from Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and they had been a source of conflict in their new place of abode. The St. Andrew North Police are investigating the double murder. So, the police theory, the police has not given any solid information, leads or anything. The police theorized that based on the little that them hear so far, they're not from that community. They recently moved into that community. They recently got a house in the community, right? And they had been causing trouble over there. What kind of trouble, you ask? I will get into that in a minute, because the person who sent me this said, SouFlo, no major news entity is covering this. So, one person, Patricia, says, the police need help. Them can't manage. And Steve Bond said, Patricia, you are right. Them can't manage. Guest number 3 says, declare nationwide state of emergency. Jim Kelly replied and says, help to bury the dogs. Robert Thomas said, them run from the heat in Spanish Town to St. Andrew and still couldn't behave themselves. The community got rid of 2 problem child, and that's all he's going to say. Now, from what I am hearing, back to this email that was sent to me, I will read on. The person said his friend, so Legendary Music is the name of the artist, who was found stabbed up in the house with somebody else, right? The person said that SouFlo, his friend, was accused of having sex with an underage girl who was 13 years old, which is also a tragedy within itself because that child is now going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. Not traumatized by the fact that he was killed, but traumatized by the fact that a grown man was having sexual relations with her at such a young age. You understand? And the thing about all this is, I don't know if this was rape forcibly or they coerced this little girl into getting into this act with this individual. However, word of this got out to the wider community. Word of this got out to her family, and her family wasn't having it. If this incident did truly happen with the little girl, this is the email, may I read to you now. If this incident did truly happen with the family, with the little girl, then the family must have put out a hit on the accused person and on his life. Sadly, Legendary, the upcoming artist, was at the resident at the time, and they killed him in the process as well as hitting their target in cold blood. He had nothing to do with it. He's innocent. Just a little youth who loved to do his music. That's all he was into, and that's all he ever cared about. He had nothing to do with it. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and got caught up in the wrong situation. No major news outlet is reporting this incident, just Pinkwall. But I would love for you, SouFlo, to cover this story because this young man's life was cut too short. He was just 20 years old and he was gone too soon. He was like a community little hero. The whole community was riding behind him because they knew he had talent and he was going to be the next one up. The family of the minor have blood on their hands and they need to be charged with murder for killing someone that's innocent. Listen, my disclaimer, I'm not saying the family have blood on their hands. I am reading what was sent to me, and this person wants to be anonymous. The only way someone can know all this is if they are close to the individual or close to the community, etc., etc. Right? Only the victim, accuser, and God knows what happened. If the accused is guilty of any crime, I'm still against taking a life. Let the law and God handle it. Please, Flo, get me some help to get me some justice for this young youth. And this person also sent over a post from, it says Legendary Music, and then somebody forwarded to Pinkwall of 3 pages long, but I only received 1 page. And then on the 1 page it says, GM Pinky, or Good Morning Pinky, these 2 young men was stabbed to death in Stony Hill and they were killed last week and their bodies were found Sunday night locked in the house. It was said that they killed one in the evening and then they came back for the other one in the night when he got home from work. So I am wondering if the artist, Legendary Music, was the one that was killed first and then the other youth was at work, and then when he got home from work, they re-entered the premises and stabbed him up too. I don't know. These are the things that are out there, and someone says they're hoping that I can help them to get justice. I don't know how I can help anybody to get justice. I will go ahead and say this first. I've done videos on SouFLoTV before where I called for jungle justice. So for this person to say that even if the accused is guilty of the crime, they are still against taking a life. Well, I am not of the same sentiment. I am of the sentiment where an eye for an eye. Because me no come on earth for turn no other cheek for nobody box me. If you box me, I broke your face. Right? That's how I do. I'm not waiting on no God. God forces is within me. God force is within me. So, me not wait for no unseen God to handle anything for me. And I've said this before. I am the father of a daughter. My daughter is currently 5 years old. But if a man should have violated her in these kind of ways, then y'all can look to hear about me on the news, because I'm putting it out there publicly. Let it be known that something I get dashed with. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Pack up the rest of my picnic them, left them with them mother, left them with my mother, and go like me and go for a drive and dash for something. Anyhow, so it is not my place to say, boy, if them did guilty, I am against that anyways. Just make God and the law sort it out. It's a proof of fact that the law that we would like to depend on does very little to protect us fully. Me nah say them not do them work, you know. I'm saying that them can't manage. Them not ready. It's too much for them. I don't know if we need more police with better training and better equipment and more CCTVs all over the place with a central monitoring point and all these things that I have been talking about for the longest, that all these measures to be put in place to make police more effective, to make the law more effective. But we know that saying that we're going to just kick back and leave it to the law, when me see man go up police station and then get released on bail for murder, and all 4 years later this man still in the community and case has not been tried at court yet. Is that the law that we're supposed to depend on? So, in this case, let me put out another disclaimer. I don't know the person who sent me this email. I don't know the artist, this youth. I just hear the story and I'm looking around in mass media, Gleaner, Observer, them kind of thing, the Loop, Star, to see if they went deeper with the story, like the name of the youth, what they were involved in, did they have a job, were they unemployed, I sit down power, crush out ganja and them hand miggle every day, trouble in the community kind of people them, were they gangsters, known members of any gang entity, were they this, were they that. I can't find no information about them. All I know is what the news says out of Jamaica, and it's about the two bodies that were found in the house. And it so happens now that I'm hearing more that one of those was the youth, Legendary Music, and Legendary Music, whose picture I'm showing in this, people are claiming that he had nothing to do with it, is the youth where him did a par with have something to do with it. And when they came for him, the youth that is accused, Legendary was just there. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong situation. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to drag this one any longer. Everybody out there knows how to contact me already. SouFLoTV@gmail.com. Link me up if you know something about it and make me know what I go on. Give me the inside details so I can put the information out there so whoever is being accused can be cleared or be further convicted, or whoever can be vindicated, or some justice can be gotten for so and so. Like, just send me the proper information or what you know from this situation. Alright, and we will piece our one-on-one together. In the meantime, I look forward to hearing from you. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Reprisal killings can't done in Jamaica because people now wait upon no slow law. Alright? SouFLoTV, man. I'm out. Peace.